Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do the gum blossom on my Huswif. I have to get going with this and finish it. Now the gum blossom is going to be here, and I'm not going to probably have enough room to write wildflowers, so I may add a, oh you can't see it, I may add a strip down here and just not do it curved, but write wildflowers down here on a strip. So that was my thought with that, because I'm running out of a little bit of room, I think, to put these flowers. So the gum blossom I want here, and then tucked under here will be the wax flowers with a few billy buttons, and then my last one will be the desert peas. So that's the plan for today, and I've been thinking long and hard about this gum blossom, because I wanted to just do something different. I didn't want to just put, you know, just embroider lots of strings for the flower. So what I've done, I've got some bits and pieces here, and I've got my leaf, which I'll cut out, and that's just of a fabric that I liked the colour of, you know, that suited a gum leaf. Oops, oh, didn't catch the fabric. And I'm just going to, it's just an approximate, it doesn't need to be exactly the same as the pattern. So that's my gum leaf. Not sure how I'll sew that down yet. And for the blossom, I want to do something really different. I'll just put the leaf aside for a second. Now I've got a piece of lace. Now I'm going to do this gum blossom in these yellows colours, I think. Is that what I decided? And that's going to be yellow. The billy buttons will be yellow, but I'll do the, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to do them in these colours. But what I've done is I've got a circle of lace, and it's probably about 4.5 inch circle, or what's that, nearly 12 centimeters. So that's how big the circle is. And I'm just going to cut that in, fold it in half, fold it this way, and just cut a little tip off the end so it makes a hole in the lace. Now I've got some of this fibre that I want to make some stalks with. So how I'm doing that, I didn't want it just one thickness. I thought that was a bit too thin. So that's a bit too long. Hang on. So I'm going to, now I was trawling around while I was trying to get better. I was sort of looking on Instagram and all sorts of places, and I found something similar to this, and I thought, wow, this could be perfect for my gum blossom. Now what I'm doing now, I've got a loop at this end, and I'm just twisting it. I'm going to twist it up nice and tight because I want to make this thicker, like that. And then I'm going to fold it in the middle, and it'll curl on itself. It'll make like those little hanks, you know. So that's going to be my stem that's a little bit thicker. So what I want to do is I'm just going to cut that off. I'm going to poke this through the hole like that, and then just fold it down on itself like that. Okay, I've got a needle here threaded up, and I'm going to just sew this on so it doesn't go anywhere. You could twist it around, whatever you want to do to get that sewn on. Let's go through a few times. Make sure it's in there good. Okay, now I'm going to cut this excess off. Get rid of that. And then I'm going to flip it inside out like that. Now I'm going to just thread my needle back through so it comes to the outside and pull all your lace down like that. Okay, you could give it another little sew on this side just to anchor that off. I'll just actually tie a knot, and then I know it'll stay there. Okay, we've got that there. Now I've got a little square of fabric, and it's sort of really, I found it at the OpShop, and it'll come up in another OpShop crafter video. But it sort of feels like not velour, but suede. It's got that suedey feel. So okay, this square is 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. Okay, and what I'm going to do is fold that in half like that, so you've got a triangle. Right, I'm going to bring my stalk in, and I'm going to place that point here and fold it around like that. Okay, we might put a pin in that just to keep that together. You need to sew these raw edges up. Okay, so we're going to start in down here where I've got 4 layers, and it's quite thick, but I think it'll work. Catch all the layers, and you don't have to be super neat. Sorry, I'm so croaky this morning. Don't have to be super neat. I'm just going to catch all those. Oh, it is pretty thick. But I wanted this to look like a gum nut, you know, like I wanted it to have a little bit of substance, to look thicker than. I didn't want to pad it. I just wanted to, yeah, that's why I've been really trying to think how to make this blossom. So just go and just whip stitch along that line of the triangle. Get all your layers together. And like I said, it doesn't need to be neat because you won't see this stitching when we're finished. Okay. Alright, I'm going to just knot that off. I can find the end. Alright, well, let's try that again. Oh. Okay. just bring it back down through the fabric so that it hides that end. Cut it off. Alright, let's take the pin out. Okay, you get it to this point where it's sewn up, and then you turn this in out the right, turn it inside out and pull it down. And that is going to be your gum blossom. Okay, like that. It's cute, isn't it? Alright, so I'm going to sew this onto here with the leaf, and then I'll add some of these colours into that. So I don't want it to be quite that big. Maybe I could tuck that in at the back. But you might have to experiment with the size of the square that you use. Yeah, that's better. Right, so I thought that was a brilliant idea. Absolutely brilliant. So what I'm going to do is sew this down. Oh, there's one of my beading needles. Where did that come from? So I'm going to sew this onto here, and then I'll add some of this colour to it. Okay, I've stitched that down onto my fabric, and then what I want to do, I really love this little piece of trim, and I just wanted to put that on there. Now, what I want to do is thread up some of this yellow. Now, I don't want all these little lengths to get caught up or whatever, you know, just they're very long, so I'm just going to couch over some of them just to keep them down. That'll go up there in the seam, and then my other leaf will go up into the seam as well. No, it's not quite as dramatic as the other flowers, but that's okay. So I'll put that, I'll sew that in there. I don't know how it's going to go. Yeah, it was going to go like that. I might catch that in with some of this. With this colour, because I want it to stay quite close to it. Like just might put a little pin under it. Might do a few little French knots. It's really flattened down that lace. I could sort of pick it out a bit. Obviously, that's what I said in the first place, I didn't want it to just be flat stitches, but it's given it a base. I think I like that because it's given it, the flowers, a base, and it's not the same colour as here. It's sort of looks like there's, you know, some substance behind it. We'll do the middle of the leaf. Where are you going? You go in there. Okay, actually I'll start down this end, and I might do a nice little chain stitch up the center. Okay, my last thing to do is just tack down this leaf. I might actually do it with some of these threads in here. Oh, I've got some, excuse me, some beautiful threads. It's a bit dark, isn't it? It's a bit light. I don't know whether any of them will suit. Where's the end? Yeah, I don't know. What about this one? This one could work. I got these threads from the OpShop. They're gorgeous threads. Big box of them. Oh, yeah. Most of this stuff I'm using I got from the OpShop. nearly all of it. Alright, I'm going to just use this really fine thread, and I'm going to just do maybe a blanket stitch around this leaf. Alright, that is my gum blossom. Now I thought when I did this, I thought that would maybe stay fluffed out a bit, but obviously if you wanted to do it like that, you could just pin it down in certain bits. Do it with a different colour lace. I should have probably used, if I wanted this fluffy look, I should have used a different coloured lace. But I love how that, you know, gives you a little gum blossom, that technique. So it's given me what I want. I'm happy with it. It's given me a little gum, you know, nut up here that's padded and dimensional. And I like the addition of just a little bit of lace. It gives me the idea that, yeah, it's a gum blossom, but it's not real, you know. And then my next one will be to put some, what in here? Okay, some billy buttons go in here and some wax flowers, and then the last one. So I hope you've enjoyed watching that technique. It was very different. The stitches I've put down here are very fine, but I sort of went in further to make them look a little bit like leaf veins, and I'm quite happy how that's turned out. So yeah, that will get hidden with the seam, the edging, that there, and so that's my gum blossom on here. I did really struggle with what colour to do the gum blossom. I may even I've got some beautiful colours in here I got from Spotlight. I may even put some little red beads or something like that in there, or even some little gold ones. They could look cute, and that could bring up the sparkle of the lace behind there. Maybe I should try that. Right, I think that looks nice now with a few little beads in it, and I wanted to see that lace peeping out from behind there, so I'm happy with that. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this the gum blossom flower that I've done on here. And like I said, these little gaps in here, I'll go ahead in the end and fill it with, you know, what I fill these other things, little spaces with. So I'll come back on and we'll do the wax flowers. I'll do the belly buttons off screen because I've already done the belly buttons, and I'll add a link to those videos. So we'll do the wax flowers, and then we've got the desert peas, and it's nearly done. Oh, it's exciting. I'm glad to get back into it. Alright, if you're new here, I'd love it if you subscribe to my channel. Press that bell button for notifications. Excuse my lisping because I'm still getting used to my dentures. So I hope you understand that, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this technique and give it a go yourself, and I'll see you soon for a new make. Bye.